Haven't talked about a Marvel movie yet.
Ooh, what was the name of the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts? Yeah.
So it's a Suicide Squad for Marvel.
Yeah.
All the evil guys coming together.
How do you feel about this movie?
To be honest, I'm just like pretty disappointed at how movies are going right now with Marvel. I watched Captain America.
You watched it?
Yeah, that was I watched it. That also on Valentine's Day.
What a Valentine's movie.
Watched it. And then that was the first movie where they did not use the official Marvel, opening scene.
Yeah.
So that just messed my entire...
It ruined it from the get-go.
I went to the cinemas just to get a feeling of that again. And then that was not there. It just like, there was like a Marvel fade and then the movie just starts. And I didn't even know the movie started.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, when is the Marvel thing gonna pop up? And it just didn't happen. But I feel like Mackie, he kind of did a really good job with the script that he was given. But the CGI has gone very, very down again with Marvel.
That's what I mean. That's what I was worried about as well, because I'm like, it's going to rely a lot on CG in this film.
Yeah, but the CGI is not even that good anymore.
Well, that's what
it just
I mean.
looks like it looks like CGI, and CGI should not look like CGI.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, it's meant to like not take you out of the film. It's meant to help you draw you in.
Yeah.
I feel like in Marvel movies, they use it a bit too much at times.
That is true. And with the new one, I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
Yeah.
Probably it might, because the casting is pretty strong. And but it all depends on the story now at this point. Just because the movie has really good casting does not really guarantee its success. No.
Even though it does, I did watch a trailer and it does seem to be more. It's going to be an action thriller film, not quite the big grandiose Marvel usually deal with. But the other thing I think with Marvel does hard, like it's got a lot of characters people might know of. Like you might know two, like the main two people, even if you can call them that, and a lot of them are from like side series that have like come into this. So that's why that's why I feel like it mightn't find any success, because they might notice the main actress because they've seen her in other films. And if anyone ever watched, what was she in? She was in the
Florence Pugh, right?
So she's I mean in the other Marvel movie, she was in the Scarlet. She was in Black Widow, right?
Black Widow, yeah.
So she was the only one maybe that was in like a big film, and the other ones were in like side shows, or So I feel like it'll be hard for people to be like, oh, who's that? I don't remember seeing these people.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see if they reintroduce these characters or just like, here you go.
Yeah, that is true. And I think with Marvel, with them, them going on Disney Plus and then making all of those like series,
there's a lot of shows.
It just put everyone in a spiral, because we were used to just having one movie or two movies come out a year. That was what the entire fandom was about.
But at least they would play into each other as well.
Exactly.
When we've got this TV series as well, that's what I felt bad for Andrew Mackie, because his brought up was through a TV show. I never watched it. I heard it was fine, but that's like what I mean. Like people would go into the new Captain America and like, what's going on here?
Exactly.
And it's like I've missed, 10 hours of content that I was meant to watch on Disney Plus.
Just like overload of information. And then also at the same time, yes, the Marvel Universe is complicated in the comics itself, but just the execution of the series, also just the quality of the series just went down because they were producing so many series, like 3-4 series a year.
They'll more worry about getting a lot out there than it being up to a quality.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because I think that's what people expected at least from Marvel. I was never a big Marvel fan, but I'm like, at least it was a fun, I'd enjoy it. But now it's like even lost that bit. I can't just sit there and be like, ugh, I can't roll my eyes all the time.
Exactly. It was an experience just waiting for the movie to come out, going into the theaters to watch it.
Yeah. And I think that when, I still remember that in the year 2012 or 11, when The Adventures first came out, it was the big thing in Vietnam. People were like, oh my God, The Adventures out. We have been watching every single movie leading up to that movie. And then when it came out, people were like, yeah, this is it. They were dressing up, they were going to the movie, got friends. But I think after that, like how many big storylines like can you really produce over
There's
time,
a lot in Marvel. Like, there's a lot of shit that happens. And then they also they restart again.
Yes.
So I think that's what Marvel is trying to do. Marvel movies are trying to do is trying to reset and like bring in all these new heroes and villains. But it's tough when you haven't done it in the films. A lot of it has been in the background.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been following that content, you're going to be very shocked if you go in and watch a film and be like, who are half of these people? And especially if they don't introduce them or give them a little bit of a story. Even that hurts the film as well, because if you're spending half an hour introducing 20 characters, people are going to be like, what?
Yeah, that is true.
So it's like a hard thing because I feel like I didn't enjoy them, but that's what they got right. It's like, they did Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. They still introduce people into Avengers, but you've got your main core, you know who you're dealing with, right?
Yeah.
And then even dealing with Loki as well, like someone you know as well, and you kind of understand. It like makes sense, but in these films, you're like, so much going on. Yeah. There's a lot. It's like, have you watched the 12 series you needed to understand this film? It's like, what?
Yeah. So, and speaking of Captain America, I think they were trying to capture the magic from the Winter Soldier. I think that's why they removed the opening sequence because this is not going to be another Marvel graphic novel movie. It's going to be an action movie with thrilling storyline.
Yeah, the storyline was not like, I think the storyline could have been better. Like it was just president. What do you say? He's in danger. They find like a new element. They want to share it with the world, but they're trying to find out diplomatic ways on how to do it. And then just like the super soldiers attack him, and then that's just how the story rolls in. So it was not a captivating storyline. So I feel like probably we might need a little bit more Marvel movies and probably get the Avengers going again. That is when I think the movies will start picking up.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if anyone understands who the Avengers are now.
Yeah, it's
So
very
that'd be the
unclear.
other thing,
It's
right?
very unclear because even in that movie, everyone's like, oh, now Captain America is working for the President of the United States. Like, how does that work? So that was a very interesting element as well. But I really do like the play where, Sam Wilson, Captain America, the new Captain America, he is not a super soldier. He is just
he's
a normal person with like a high grade suit. Yes. So
got a lot of backing.
Yes, exactly. So he does really play into this movie was basically trying to look into his perspective of him being Captain America and if he's actually deserving of being Captain America. And it actually plays really well into it. And I think it was just like the ground rock of, just setting up his character to becoming Captain America. So I think that is something that movie was for. But overall story, pretty mid.
And I'm not sure you guys heard about this, but with the new Avengers movies, they got RDJ to come back to play
Dr. Doom. Yeah. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's just going to be... Well, they're just, like they said, because they've been struggling. So they're trying to find a way to, like, ping people back. And they're like, let's bring him back and see how it goes. But we'll see how we go. Because they've got the Fantastic Four. I think is that the next film that's coming out?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. But
Yes.
That is the end of the episode. Let us know what you think about the conversation in the comment section below and smash that like button.
Ring the bell and subscribe as well. And you better be back next time.
And we will see you in the next episode.